But I guess, Jenny, do you want to go ahead and start with the news?
Yes.
And my favorite news story of the week is a giant meatball of extinct mammoth unveiled in the Netherlands.
What the
I heard
hell?
about this.
What?
A meatball made of lab-grown mammoth meat was unveiled at a science museum in the Netherlands on Tuesday.
Are we really using our science just to make meatballs?
Tastes like chicken.
Lord, people.
Story number 4, ancient mud cracks on Mars point to conditions favorable for life. Surface patterns suggest the planet had an early climate.
Let me look at your mud cracks.
Sustained wet, dry cycling.
Let me have a look at your mud cracks. You got any life in the mud cracks? Perhaps your mud cracks had a coronal mass ejection. I swear I haven't been drinking today. I'm just drinking water.
All right, so the first story I have today is nearly half of the nation's tap water contains PFAS, a new study finds. Americans living in urban areas are at most at risk. Nearly half of the tap water in the United States is estimated to have at least one type of polyfluoroalkyl substance, or PFAS. A new national study from the U.S. Geological Survey released Tuesday. The group of chemicals commonly used in consumer products like non-stick cookware linings of fast food boxes have been linked to human illnesses like cancer, low birth weight, and thyroid disease.
Gross.
So
but they still have a scientific name.
The galaxy's NG1756W.2.
Well, that's what scientists are calling it, because they know how to locate it.
Exactly, because they have no imagination. Sorry, science people.
Jeez.
That one's going to be called Cotton Candy Galaxy. Anyway, continue.
It's located 240 million light years away. They're looking 240 million years into the past.
Yeah.
At a galaxy that they're supposing.
Gotta go back in time.
One is that the gravitational interaction with the surrounding medium within the galaxy cluster in which the galaxy is situated has stripped out the dark matter. The other is that the dark matter was driven out of the system when the galaxy formed by the merging of proto-galactic fragments, which gave rise to the relic galaxy. There is a woman who was on Coast to Coast at one point in time. She was a guest on there with Art Bell. But she claims that she was the original writer of both stories, that The Matrix and that the Terminator movies were all things that she had written back in like the 70s or whatever, and that basically her story was stolen and turned into Hollywood scripts. But that essentially The Matrix was a sequel to her original stories, which were like the Terminator thing. So you have, I'm gonna blank here and forget the names, but you had John Connor, right, who is the person who grows up to fight the machines and like the AI and everything, whose initials are JC, right? Okay. Jesus Christ. Like that's what she talked about. And then you have The Matrix, which is essentially John Connor, or Neo, the one who comes out of the Matrix to end up finally killing all of the machines. And so if you follow like the Terminator 1, Terminator 2, and then you go into the Matrix series, it's actually one big, huge story that has like this religious kind of overtone to John Connor being kind of the savior of the story or whatever. And ever since I heard that interview, and I actually looked it up not that long ago, I've been fascinated with the concept of like doing like a marathon where we just watch those specific in order and think of it as one narrative.